Hello to my beautiful family of light. Yes, that means you, and I'm glad to have you here with me today. My name is Claudia. I am a spiritual advisor, and I'm happy to have you here. So I started a little mini series about how the challenges of my last 8 years are kind of piling up around my ears right now. And I'm just sitting out in a nice little park. I wanted to see that beautiful, beautiful blue sky. It's in the 90s. I'm walking from having visited my sister at a care facility back to where I'm staying. And so I'm just taking refuge for a few minutes in the shade under this wonderful structure out here in this beautiful park. I have this great little park on the way to where she is, and there's a church over there and people working up the hill right there. If he's still there, somebody's digging up stuff, putting it in his truck, and he's putting it around the beds. Anyhow, oh, and look, they're mowing too. So to continue, what is happening, well, I'm not going to say it's exactly happening for me. What I want you to know is that if you don't conform to the norm, then people begin judging you. They make comments. They wonder why you're not, doing what the rest of the people are doing. And for me, that means I was not able, I mentioned this in the last video, to participate in the healthcare system because that traditional stuff wants to pump you full of medications. I stopped participating in the healthcare system in 1990, and that's another story I'll go into, and it'll be in my book. But when I fell, got a puncture wound on my arm, and I knew that what I'm surrounded by a lot of doctors, nurses, and that sort of thing. So I knew that for a puncture wound, what they were going to do was open it up, clean it out, put a little sulfur in it, put a butterfly bandage over it. And it was a hefty thing, a kind of a post. Was a latch for a window, and you know how that goes. They go like this and twist to lock into the device that secures it. Okay, so anyhow, that punctured my arm. And indeed, I sat in the emergency room because that was all that was available at the time. It was a weekend. And sat there for 3-4 hours until they could see me. And yep, that's what they did. Cleaned it up, put sulfur in it, put a butterfly, and sent me home. And so with that in mind, I opted out at that time from the health care insurance in order to put that money that I would have been paying, excuse me, into savings, into my tax sheltered annuity. And I used that later on, some years later, to go to body therapy work school. So anyhow, but what I'm saying is, if you aren't a conformist, nobody knows what to do with you. They don't even know what questions to ask. And to me, it's real simple. You just have to start asking questions and be curious enough. From 2019-20 on, I began having to rely on family for for lodging, meals now and again, for other things. And I did my best to keep up with my debts and wanted to maintain my website, which you can check out, claudiacarabba.com. I'm an energy healer, someone who sits with death, grief, and dying, and helps individuals work their way through not only the physical, mental, emotional aspects of that, but also the logical, now what do I do with all this information, and how to get help for that. And I sit with a person with that and help with questions when I can. I've crisscrossed the country doing house sitting work. I have done all kinds of things in order to be self-sufficient. But when the universe is ready for you to be on your knees so that they can get through to you, so that you can hear and follow what God wants you to do, then they strip you down. They begin stripping you down. And these times in humanity's expression are all about moving out of the norm and into the things that are not, you're not accustomed to. You have to, it's a stopping place, and I refer to this all the time when I visit with you. It's a crossroads. You've come to a place on your life's walk, your life's journey, where there's a crossroads, there's a stop sign. You know what's behind you because you can see that. You don't know what's ahead of you. And so then it's like, now what do I do? And so many people turn around and go back to what's familiar. And what I want to tell you is, if you're driving a car, the mirror, the glass that you're driving on the road is in front of you, and what's behind you is a diminishing return, right? You've been there. It gets smaller, it gets smaller, it's small. So the more you are curious, the more you take those steps outside of whatever is your known, is when you begin to experience another aspect, the true aspect or authentic aspect of yourself. So that's where I am right now. A lot of things are like barreling down on me right now. This is a very challenging time because somebody tried to hack into my bank accounts and they're locked up. So I'm digging for money. And so I'm inviting you, if you feel so inclined, to throw something into my Venmo, and it's listed in the information below. But that's not what this is about. This is about me trusting that I'm being taken care of, and that, things are popping up for me where you least expect it, and they will for you too. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I have been doing these things, challenged by this, that, and the other thing, stumbling, falling, being sick, being half out of my mind, going into depression and pulling myself out of it with the assistance of my unseen guidance. But I'm still doing quantum energy work. So if you have a need to have some healing around you, to have some explanation for what may be going on around you, then look me up. You can get the information on how to reach me in the information that's in that little, there's more down below. So for now, that's what I want to say. What others think about you and how they judge you is God's work. It's not theirs. It is their opinions, their thoughts, their feelings, and I'm not discounting that. I listen, but there are times when it becomes disrespectful, and that's when I'm like, we're not doing that part of it. So anyhow, thank you for listening and watching today. I hope you enjoyed the sunshine, and you can see they're still dumping stuff up there. And I'll get my Pack'ems out like Pac-Man, but pack other crud to gobble up that stuff and get rid of it. And so I'll see you in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and share. Those are the things that increase the readership here and the value to me as somebody who wants to be heard. And so with that in mind, leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. Leave a question if you have it, and I'll answer it here, unless you want to go into a private mode, and that's below also. Thank you so much. I just love the daylights out of you. You are God's people here and now, present on the earth. Be sure to walk forward in confidence that you are His child. Okay, till the next video. Thanks for joining me.